Hey, hello Nixer. I'm sitting here in front of the Gilgit River. This area is 5 minutes from our work site for GBR 3.0. This school in Damas houses students from early childhood development to grade 9. They have 353 students so far. So we've decided to help this community of Damas and construct 6 rooms so they can take their school all the way from ECD all the way through to grade 12. So Nixer students, Nixer alums, get ready. GBR 3.0 is just around the corner.
अलवी तेरे दल का अब बस तेरी जो याद इल्म बस तेरी जो याद अल्लाह साया अल्लाह साया अल्लाह साया अल्लाह साया.
It's been a really exciting experience. We've learned many new skills, like electrical stuff behind me. We've learned how to make cement. There's some brick layering over there, painting over there, and we've learned how to cook in the kitchens and stuff. Overall, the experience has been really rewarding. I've learned so many new things, and this gives you sort of empathy, you know, the life of a labor worker outside, and you really get an insight to that kind of life. And I don't think, had I not picked this, I wouldn't have known anything about that world.
So we've just finished 4 days of training, and after 4 days, what you see is everybody has given it 100%. All of these kids have given it everything they have given it. Tomorrow the admin team will make the cuts so that we can take the team that you can take responsibility for, and they'll have our best thoughts and wishes to accompany them on the way to this project. Good luck, kids. Good luck, Nixer. Be good, work hard.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
When we kicked off the GBR 3.0 project, we were, I would say, off to a rocky start. When we were finally ready to get going, the administrative team reached the Mars on the 29th of June, and we were expecting the students to be there by the 30th. On their way to the Mars, they got held up in Gilgit city due to protests and road blockages, so they weren't able to make it on time. So when we started our first day of work, we were already 3 days behind schedule at that point. So initially when we had baked in 21 days for this project, we'd already lost 3 days before we even started.
That's okay. Someone else will jump in for you. When you're ready, then you come back.
We started with training for GBR back in Karachi in our college. And when we went there, तो पहले थोड़ा मुश्किल लगता था क्योंकि you know I was someone who usually did not have like a physical activity in my daily routine. Like I was in doubt, okay, will I actually be able to do something so challenging like this? Our first thing we encountered was that the bricks were like twice as heavy as the ones that were in Karachi. And so we were like, now how will we do it? Because we were used to something completely different. But yahi hua ke like first day it was hard, kamre mein jaake our arms hurt. But the second day we came back and it became easier.
मेरा नाम सलमा है, मैं दमाद से ताल्लुक़ रखती हूँ। इस कैंप के बारे में जमात खाने में ऐलान हुआ, इस तरह हमें पता चला तो हम इधर आए और इधर आकर हमें जो दवाई मिली वो लेके गए। हमें ट्रांसपोर्ट का मसला होता है, हॉस्पिटल दूर है।
जो ना जाने हक के
और ये I would like to draw your attention to Mr. Danish bhai and ये Mr. Bahar
जाने हक की ताकत जो ना जाने हक की ताकत रब ना देवे उसको हिम्मत रब ना देवे उसको हिम्मत हम मन के दरिया में डूबे हम मन के दरिया में डूबे कैसी नैया क्या मंजदार बस करी
पकौड़े चाहिए कौन से जनाब खान भटका देंगे पकौड़े वही चाहिए।
When we started planning for GBR 3.0, we had allocated a total of 21 days to this project. In this planning, we had baked in 18 working days. We had planned to work 12-hour shifts for these 18 days. The additional 3 days were just put into the plan for a buffer in case there's a hiccup along the way. The construction part of the project is divided into different phases. The first phase of the construction requires erecting the walls. This part we anticipate will take about 10 working days. Once the walls are completed, then we move on to plaster, lapi, and roofing. This part we anticipate will take about 3 working days.
ilmu Allah, Allah, sayang, Allah, sayang, Allah, sayang, Allah, sayang.
Once we're done with this, we will then move on to just a kachi farsh initially. After the kachi farsh, we start to move on to the electrical part of the project. So electrical work will get done on campus, and simultaneously we'll be installing the doors and windows of the school. When we planned this project, naturally it was clear that Eid will fall somewhere in the middle of this project. Eid for anyone in Pakistan is generally a big thing. It's a celebration that you expect to be during Eid. You generally expect to be around family. Given that Eid is falling during the project, we don't want students to sort of feel that they're not at home, and we want to create an environment for them in the mosque that helps them feel at home. The day will also involve getting dressed up for Eid, putting on mehndi, and doing lots of just Eid things. So I do hope that we're able to give students a flavor of home even though they're away from home.
ये लोग वही जहाँ में अच्छे आते हैं जो काम दूसरों के, हर आदमी अपने आप पेट पालता है, चुनटी भी हज़ारों की तादाद में अपने जो है ना बच्चों की परवरिश करती है अपने, लेकिन आपने दूसरों के लिए जिया और इस उम्र में कि आप बिल्कुल टीनेजर्स मुझे लगते हैं और आप इतनी जज्बे से यहाँ पे आके, यही आपकी इल्म दोस्ती का सबूत है। आप इधर आके हमारे साथ काम किया, आपके लिए नाकाफ़ी है जो आपकी खिदमत के बदले में, तो हम अगर यहाँ पर 10 ऊँट ज़बा कर रहे तो आपके लिए कम है। आपने हमारे लिए जो तारीखी काम किया है, तो एक गुरु और फिर यहाँ पे जो थोड़ी सी हमारे अपने पैदावार के कुछ फ्रूट्स हैं, ये आपकी खिदमत में हमने लाया है। इंशाअल्लाह आप कबूल करेंगे।
What we expect these students to do, like the previous GBR projects, is to conduct a summer school with the students who are sort of residing in the neighborhood of where we're staying. This summer school will be led by Nix's students. They're already planning resources for the summer school project. They plan to sort of focus on 3 main subjects: math, science, and English. The summer school will run for a 2-week duration and will probably last about 3 to 4 hours a day.
मेरा नाम दानिश है, मैं GBR का हिस्सा हूँ, बल्कि मैं GBR 1-2 का हिस्सा था। मेरा बेसिकली काम GBR में होता है इन बच्चों के लिए खाना बनाना, कुकिंग करना। तो मेरे पास जो बच्चे आते हैं उन्होंने कभी घर पे ये काम नहीं किया। इनके सब्र को देखकर बहुत अच्छा भी लगता है कि इन बच्चों में जज्बा है।
The final part of the project is just finishing touches, which would include interior paint jobs and exterior paint jobs. All in all, the paint part we think would take perhaps about 2 working days. The paint can only get started once the cement has dried up. So this part of the project we can only start once we feel we're ready for this phase. In addition to the summer school led by Talim Sabke Liye, Nixo Hospital, which is another student organization on campus catering to the healthcare sector, they plan to conduct 3 medical camps. These medical camps will take place in 3 different locations, areas where we feel medical support is needed.
तो आज हम सेहत के लिए पैदल कहीं नहीं जा रहे हैं, बल्कि नक्सर अस्पताल या कॉलेज की टीम चलकर हमारे पास आई है। तो इसके लिए हम इनका शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं बार दीगर, और इनके हक़ में दुआ करते हैं परवरदिगार इनकी इस काविश को, इनकी खिदमात को अपनी दरगाह में कबूल करे, और इन्होंने जिस तकलीफ़ में रास्ते की सऊबतें बर्दाश्त करके सर्दी गर्मी का मुकाबला किया, हम इनके लिए दुआ करते हैं परवरदिगार इनकी तमाम नेक उम्मीदें पूरी करे, इनका सफ़र आसान कर दे, और इनको ज़िंदगी के तमाम मामलात में इनको कामयाबियाँ और कामरानियाँ अता फरमाएँ। आमीन या रब्बिल आलमीन।
Now, after 16 days working on this project, we're finally at this point of handing over the school to the Department of Education. So just one day away from the handover ceremony, I think these students have sort of exceeded my expectations, and I'm sure the other administrators that had the opportunity to work with them would feel the same way.
weeks later, this project might seem like a bunch of kids traveled a few hundred kilometers and went and built a school. But if you peel away the layers, what actually has happened is now you have 60 kids who not only believe that they can build a school, but believe that they can do anything. They can build or rebuild this country.
जो ना जाने हक की ताकत, जो ना जाने हक की ताकत, जो ना जाने हक की ताकत, रब ना देवे उसको हिम्मत, रब ना देवे उसको हिम्मत। हम मन के दरिया में डूबे, हम मन के दरिया में डूबे, कैसी नैया क्या मंजदार।